Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Austin, Texas, the Travis County Expo Center, where tonight Austin Power FC are taking on the returning Wichita Wings. Hello, everybody. My name is Zach Light. I am honored to be calling the game this evening to help celebrate the 40th anniversary of the Wichita Wings coming back this season, playing in the MASL 2. As we are getting ready for player introductions here in Austin. Excited to be back with you for this return season of the Wichita Wings, kicking off their inaugural campaign in the MASL 2. Things will be getting underway here shortly with a 7:05 kickoff, and looks as if the players are making their way onto the field. Wichita Wings tonight in the black jerseys with the white shorts and black socks. The Power tonight, their inaugural campaign here in Austin. Well, they're going to be in the orange tops with the blue accents. The blue shorts and the blue socks. As the players line up, prepare for introductions. We'll send it down to public address announcer for player introductions.
All right, is everyone ready? Ready? Can everyone please stand up? National anthem. All right. Good. Thank you, thank you. Give it up. Very good. Okay, I'm in the seat now. All right, yeah, we can
And
get
as
started
we
now.
get ready to kick off here at the Travis Expo Center in Austin, Texas, I'd like to introduce my broadcast partner for tonight, Blake Shoemaker.
Hey, Zach, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Glad to have you, Blake, and your insight into the game is always wonderful. And
Well,
We've got a
I may be
very
a little biased this evening for first on behalf of the players, yourself, Eve, Aka, Johnny Freedom, Roger Downing, and everybody that made the trip. We want to thank everybody back in Wichita and anyone around the country that's right now watching the broadcast. So you know, we always travel a video crew just in case something happens, and as you would have it, something happened. So we're in a position to put this stream together and work with the MASL to put this together for you. We only travel one auxiliary camera to be safe. We do have a few others that they're getting together, but this is a new franchise in Austin and the M2 that's working through some things here. They got a great venue at the Travis County Expo Center, Zach, and you know the team transitioned from El Paso in the M1 as El Paso Coyotes. So they've came in with proper turf, proper boards. The venue will work. It's going to grow. They're starting to gather support. There's more people outside that are coming in, but there's interestingly enough a lot of youth participation, a lot of kids coming in their uniforms. They got some curves to work through with putting it together a little bit quicker and then the streaming process. But other than that, we're happy to have it. We're going to start working here. Thanks to Eve Aka, who's on the camera for us this evening, making sure that we get this stream to those that want to watch the Wichita Wings in their 40th anniversary season. How cool does that sound?
Man, it's special to have this team back in Wichita and have professional arena soccer back in Wichita. It's a great mix of indoor game veterans and new faces. There's some guys who have never played indoor before on the squad and some guys who've spent some time in the PASL as well, making the team through some open tryouts. Blake, you want to go ahead and run down that roster
look,
for us,
you're going to
please?
watch this game, and there's an orange and blue team on the field this evening, but that happens to be the Austin Powers color as well. They decided to wear orange this here in their first home game, and so Wichita opted to go in black, white, and black. So if you're watching the match now, the Wichita Wings are wearing black, and Austin Power is wearing blue and a burnt orange color. As the match starts to get prepared. We have a lot of new faces starting, for instance, is a player that recently came to the team in the last few weeks, but Wichitans will be familiar with him, David Lucio, who's starting at the midfield, Jared Robbins as the target forward, Brent Hobson and Kevin Tinike in the back with Brian Perez in the midfield with David Lucio, Aaron Parrott in goal for the Wichita Wings to start as well.
And we have yet to see a roster for the Power. As soon as we get that for you, we will pass those players along to you as the game is underway here in Austin, Texas, Travis Expo Center. First period. And Austin with the ball, playing the switch across the field. Defense holding it.
Yeah, the Wings with some of the new faces you kind of alluded to, Zach, and I'll jump in before we get too far into the broadcast and don't touch base. But we've traveled Wilmer Canales, who'll be wearing number 12 this evening. He's a midfielder. He's from Honduras. Leonardo Catarina has some time with FC Wichita. Also played a little time with FC Wichita and Outdoor, but he's from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Played for the Corinthians Academy there, and is a pure professional. As you see, Kevin Tinike win a ball and played across to Brian Perez, and Perez misses an easy one, but hopefully signs of good things to come as Wichita is already getting forward and creating here.
But these aren't guys who are going to
yes.
tap in.
Goal.
Robbins with
Perez,
the assist.
Perez makes a mistake, and is that Brent Hobson on the back post? Brent Hobson, wouldn't you know it, Brent Hobson, I was getting ready to say,
Yeah.
was nominated as captain of this team. And Brent Hobson puts the Wichita Wings up 1-0. The captain in the first goal goes to Brent Hobson early in this match on an assist from the target man, Jared Robbins. Great work from Brian Perez after he misses an easy sitter to come back, and a dream start for the Wichita Wings.
Right, and that's what you want to see, and that's going to be a special goal for a guy like Brent Hobson, who's played arena soccer in Wichita for a long time. Local guy, women's coach at Friends University back home. You know he's going to love that one. And the assist coming from Jared Robbins, not normally an attacking player. In Outdoor, he's a defender, but spent some time playing in the PASL as a target forward. So great job. Team gelling well early, and when you've got some indoor vets like that, Blake,
Oh,
it's
jeez.
not going to take them long to
Yep.
sync up and get on the same page and make stuff like that
Kevin
happen.
Tenike, Brent Hobson, Brian Perez, and Jared Robbins pressing you early in that sequence, and that's a lot to deal with for a new team here in Austin as well. Even though, look, the Wings are new, but those are not new names to the indoor game.
No, not
now,
at all.
that block there from Preston Moob. Preston's from Northwest High School, just graduated, actually just finished his last year of eligibility at Rockhurst College. He's been training actually outdoor, doing some work with FC Wichita, but is a product of Terry Arndt, which is a local coach for the Wichita Cyclones. Son Blake Arndt, certainly a guy we'd probably be looking to bring in the future, and he just transferred to Fort Hays, but has a lot of time in between FC Wichita and Sporting and some of the bigger names in town, and developed with the Wichita Cyclones. So local kid getting an opportunity there. Still on the pitch, Kevin Tenike, Kieran Laking, Englishman, went to Newman University. Coach Cliff Brown, familiar name to Wings fans, goalkeeper for the Wichita Wings. Head coach at Newman University brings Kieran Lakin to us. Kieran, 2 years removed from college, but is a product of Newman and has been transitioning to the indoor game well. And got to say, welcome back to the Wichita Wings, now on the pitch, number 3, Alex Mosley.
A blockbuster trade that has come down in the last few days, Blake. Alex relocating to Colorado Springs, joining the MASL squad out there. But he's a guy who loves his hometown, and I don't think he wanted to suit up for anybody other than the Wings, so it's great to see him out there. Also want to point out on the pitch right now is Matt Sherrod. He's coming off right now, but that is a player to watch for me, Blake. I watched him play in the PSL. Number 4, Matt Sherrod. We have a nickname for him, Mr. Hustle. The pace that he has, the way he can get up and down the field quickly, it's really impressive. He's a player you'll see more of. But now with some substitutions, Brian Perez coming back on, along with Brent Hobson. And Preston Wu playing up top in that target forward position. So we're waiting for the restart here. Looks like we have a ball that is not aired up properly. So here comes the restart. Parrott in goal to Tenike. Tenike's going to bring it up the field. Parrott's a guy who likes to get up the field in goal. Again, some PASL experience last year. So familiar with the indoor game. Mboob can't quite keep his foot on that one. Brian Perez and Mboob trying to win the ball back for the Wings. Kevin Tenike gets his foot on the ball. Clears it.
So a few new rule changes, and you saw the header back to the keeper, which is always fine, Zach, but the keeper only has 4 seconds now. Also, the keeper, unless the 6th attacker, cannot go into the offensive half of the field and possess the ball until the 4th quarter now in the MASL. So a little bit different. The days where Wichita saw the likes of players like Danny Waltman.
Oh, Danny Waltman.
Saved by Aaron Parrott coming out. Keeper can go here up to midfield, but he cannot possess the ball if any part of the ball is touching the line. So he's going to be a little bit resistant, but it allows them to recycle the ball. Now, the keeper only has 4 seconds on the ball, as I mentioned. That's not just with his hands, that's also with his feet. So he's just a player to recycle through and play, and occasionally here, you don't want to play short. You want to try to release that longer ball like they did.
Austin now seems to be finding a couple of strings of possession. Great save from Parrott.
Twice. Great saves from Aaron Parrott. Great reaction save.
And that is absolutely something that you are going to see from Aaron Parrott, is that he is able to follow up on that second save when there's a quick second shot on the ball. He is fantastic.
And you mentioned that from your time watching Wichita selection of the PSL, and some Wings fans may not know it, but there's been an indoor team for the last couple years playing at the Wichita Sports Zone, which is off Tyler and Kellogg, and holds a couple hundred fans in the PSL. A lot of times these teams, they play out of indoor facilities, smaller venues. And sorry, I was watching here, holding my breath as Kieran Lakin's on the ball and Brent Hobson's pressing, and they're gonna throw this ball away back to us where Wilmer Canales collects. But yeah, so you've watched some of these guys in the PASL. Aaron Parrott has played behind Jose Ocampo, I believe, correct?
That is correct.
And Jose Ocampo's been great for them. They've won 15, 16 games in the last couple years. They're perennial favorites in that conference. You know, ultimately, it's a different level than the MASL, but it's still Kevin Tenike and Brent Hobson and some of these guys. Well, Parrott was playing behind an exceptional goalkeeper that's still their goalkeeper there, and Parrott came out. He became the
And during this break in the action, we want to mention that Wichita Wings Soccer is presented by Family Mitsubishi. From their lot to your driveway, Family Mitsubishi has the tools and friendly staff to help you find a vehicle quickly and easily. They have a strong and committed sales staff with many years of experience satisfying the needs of their customers. You can visit Family Mitsubishi at 6601 East Kellogg in Wichita or visit their website online at StephenMitsubishi.com. And Blake, we've got ourselves a shootout.
We're good to go.
So shootout here. Zach, we got a shootout. That's Brian Perez on the ball.
Veteran indoor player.
No pressure.
Wrapping up his time with the Comets, moving to Wichita. And he makes...
Easy as you like for Brian Perez. Leaves the goalkeeper dragging. What more do you expect?
Yeah.
Brian Perez is a professional. He's an indoor pro. He's been fantastic for years. We're fortunate to have him back in Wichita where he met his lovely wife, Jamie. In 2011, 2012. But excuse me, I'm having trouble chuckling from the absolute mistreatment of the goalkeeper there from Brian Perez. It was fantastic, calm, collected. Could have walked the ball in, slotted it in. No celebration at that point. The soccer speaks for itself, and back to half field. Wings up 2-0. Wings up 2-0 on a shootout from Brian Perez.
Yeah. 6 minutes, 14 seconds left in this first quarter. The Wings still pressing now. Brian Perez to Kevin Tenike. He was looking for Jared Robbins, but Robbins not able to get his foot on the ball. Tenike has a shot. Just barely deflects, and now Austin moving on the counterattack. Number 5, Pierre Ibarra with the ball. Misses. Parrott was there, but couldn't get his feet on it. 32, Jacob Powell. Back to number 25 for the Power. I'm sorry, Pierre Ibarra is wearing number 25 tonight. Goalkeeper up to midfield. Plays the ball long. And a corner restart for the Power. That's Sergio Torres, number 5 shirt tonight for the Power. And a great little flick there, but it goes up and over.
Really a dream start for Wichita at this point, Zach, to be up here in the first, 5.5 minutes left in the first quarter, 2-0 lead and probing and getting opportunities like backdoor tap-ins and out of a press and a shootout out of just a ball in to relieve pressure out of the back, and they find Preston Moob, which resembles maybe a little shorter version of the Hulk, right? The kid is a big target player. If you haven't met Preston and you're a Wings fan, you'll immediately identify him when he comes out. He puts in a lot of time, but he's a physical specimen. You don't want to get into a lot of challenges with him, so they've converted him from a defender to a target man. He draws that shootout, and BP calmly puts it away.
Right.
Wings
Great
2-0.
soccer mind. Spent some time with Preston this morning and was very impressed with his soccer mind. Parrott, smart to step out there.
Yeah, mistake in the back from Wichita, and Parrott comes out and cleans it up nicely.
Oh, Preston comes up and challenges.
Wings still pressing high, not letting them out. A little bit smelling blood a little bit. Preston move in behind, turns, fires, hits the edge of the crossbar.
Unlucky there. It was a great shot.
Decent play from Lucio and Katarina to free him, and Preston's finding that space in behind their back line right now. Ball deep from Lucio to Katarina in the corner. And can Katarina get it on the ground? A lot of futsal experience, so you have to favor him in those situations where he can get it in the attacking end of the pitch and really put his foot on the ball and shield it.
Preston looking to put that ball on frame, but the keeper is there. In goal tonight for Austin Power is number 11, Juan Vences. And now Austin looking to get something together. Down 2-0 with 4 minutes, 7 seconds left in this first period. Wings pushing forward. That's Rizzo with the flick.
You know, coming into this game, Zach, we were a little concerned about where some of the goal production was going to come from. Obviously, Brent Hobson, Kevin Tendyke, Alex Mosley, all these guys. Look, they're all defenders.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Brian Perez, a little bit of a defensive mid. He can get high for us, but it's usually in possession. He's, at this point in his career, he's not going to transition really heavily, really fast with some of these younger guys. He wants the ball at his feet, and, you know, he's going to make that decision, ask the referee, he's going to collect the foul. He's going to do all those things right. But look, Brian's just starting to train again. He's been getting his back worked on. He can't get up and down right now for you know, the most of this match. And there's Kevin Tendyke again with a little bit of ill will throwing a ball out of bounds, saying, look, that one needs air as well.
3 now.
But
no,
yeah.
No, Kevin approves of this one.
In our goal production, from that midfielder, from that holding player that's trying to help us get out of the back, and from a defender. So it's been fantastic. You know, Nicholas Andres, also played for Newman University for coach. Actually did not. He's an assistant coach for Newman University for Cliff Brown. Coaches futsal for the Sporting Wichita group, and is a fantastic Brazilian futsal player. Played in the PASL. You're familiar with him with Wichita selection. We fancy him as our most technical target, and he's going to score a lot of goals in this league. In addition, Taylor Henry coming back from a knee surgery. He's just getting ready now. He's up to full speed in training and looks great, but Taylor's going to be very productive for us. Colin Lauder is a common name. Trained with the Wings for 2 years, played with the B-52s. And all 3 of those guys we expect production from. Well, they weren't on this trip, so we were hoping for a start like this, listening to the players talk. They felt like they could have it, and it's been good so far. BP's not getting that foul, and it's a continuation. Ball across. Parrott's going to be in a 1v1.
Number 10, Darwin Rios. And everybody into the boards there, now giving Wichita an opportunity to counterattack here. Perez holds the ball up.
Mistake. Rios was looking for the tap-in on the backside, but the run was tracked inside well by Wichita and forced the runner to the outside, so he really couldn't get there first to the back post. Darwin, if you will, at that point, Darwin Rios probably just needs to go ahead and have a chance on goal.
Now
here's another opportunity.
That's number 10, Darwin Rios
Great
again.
recovery from Kieran Lakin to track back and get goal side. If the Wings can break this pressure, it looks like they'd be 2v2. And a ball just cleared out. Jared Robbins puts his head down and applies a little pressure so the Wings can sub.
Matt Sheridan for the Wings, along with Brent Hobson, back with Kevin Tendyke, Kieran Laking in the midfield.
So we know we were having some stream difficulties. Again, that was our disclosure at the beginning of this. This is not your typical Wichita Wings broadcast. We did travel video equipment and cameras and some guys to come in to stream this. We came in last minute to step in to stream it for Austin, which, you know, we're absolutely excited about that opportunity. Talking about things like our home opener, December 28th against the Colorado Rumble at 7 o'clock at Hartman Arena.
I can only imagine what that building is going to be like on that night, Blake.
Yeah, the ticket sales have been fantastic. For those that aren't aware, you know, speaking with some of the other partners and then the ticket sales representatives, they said that the Wings eclipsed what they thought they were going to sell for season tickets by 150 tickets in the first week of what they thought they were going to sell in the entire few months leading up to the season. So that was fantastic. And no surprise, you know, I'm a Wichita guy. I fell in love with the Wings in the early 80s, watching what Roy Turner and Kevin Cooley and Terry Nickel and the guys that coached the team back then, how they went about their business. And, you know, I don't know if that's lightning in a bottle, or is there ever an opportunity for us to try to emulate something like that for Wichita. But the team belongs to Wichita, and I think we have the approach. Look, it's what you make it. If you want that, then come out, because we want the Kevins and the Normans and the Brian Perez's, who almost scores again there. Decent little toe roll and a left-footed shot across goal.
You know, there's kind of a great subtext to this game tonight, Blake, because It was 8 years ago today that Alex Mosley, Kevin Tenike, and Brian Perez made their debut for the at the time returning Wichita Wings in 2011. So it's an 8-year anniversary of that, and these guys are back wearing a little bit of orange tonight, but back playing for the Wings, and it's a great story. It's so amazing to have the Wings back. Such an important part. Most people don't realize an important part of U.S. soccer history are the Wichita Wings. As we close out the first quarter here.
Yeah, in
Wichita.
2001 when the Wings went defunct, Zach, they were the longest operating professional soccer team, indoor or outdoor, in the United States at that time since 1979, and at the time were the last remaining team to have played the New York Cosmos before, obviously, the Cosmos came back. But that was still operating that had competed with them. So was a great opportunity, and hopefully, we can do the Chico Borjas and Kevin Cooley's and Eric Rasmussen and Andy Chapman's and Eddie Henderson's. God, I could go on forever, right? Hopefully we can make you guys proud and keep you involved and look to win a championship.
Well, that is the end of the first quarter here at the Travis County Expo Center in Austin, Texas. The Wichita Wings leading the Austin Power FC 2-0. Park City, Kansas has partnered with the Wings since 1979. Thank you, Park City, for your years of support to indoor soccer. Learn more about their wonderful community at parkcityks.com. Park City, another presenting sponsor of the Wichita Wings. And if you're interested in partnering with the Wichita Wings are committed to local businesses and organizations. Our ability to provide family entertainment on the field and support in our community could not be accomplished without these partnerships. To learn more about Wings partnership programs, contact us today at info@wichitaWingsSoccer.com. Blake, a fantastic start to this 40th anniversary campaign for the returning Wichita Wings here in MASL2.
Yeah, absolutely, Zach. I think that, the Wings would have done well late in that, pressing high at times, maybe be well to not have to continue to press for 15 minutes, but there was a point where we had stretched them a little bit. They were struggling to recover. We were forward with even numbers, and maybe the Wings could have stepped on the ball and relaxed and tried to keep it for just a little bit. Other than that, with the jitters, with the new team, the travel conditions, you have to tip your hat and go, wow. I remember the Rocket, Kim Runfed, once said in front of me, he said, look, Blake, you win on the road. You win ugly if you have to, and you entertain at home. That's true. We need the points. We need to make the postseason. Wings fans want to see victories, but we didn't come here with the intentions of putting on a broadcast for the players without them entertaining, and I think the players understood that their goal tonight wasn't just to come collect points, and of course that's what they want, but they want to entertain you. They want to entertain anybody that's watching this. They want to make sure they gain your support. Wichita gets behind them and gets out. For a couple months at home, almost every week there's a game. There's 8 or 9 games at home.
In a row.
There's some news coming. Keep your ears open, Wings fans, for February 9th. There's some very, very exciting news that's coming next week.
Don't book anything for February 9th.
Don't book anything for February 9th, say 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon start time.
And at halftime, we'll discuss some really great things that are happening in celebration of the 40th anniversary of the Wichita Wings as the team switch sides here. And Blake, it was something we meant to talk about in the pregame, but we were having those technical issues. Talk about what it means to see this team back on the field and how, you've mentioned that, it's important to not only the history of soccer in Wichita, but soccer in America. What was it like to be a part of bringing this back?
I'm only emotional when I'm competing, which is few and far between these days, and when I'm happy. So I'll try to gather my words correctly without sobbing to everyone, but for me, it's the Wings have always belonged to Wichita, not to Zach, not to Blake. We all play with that passion that was instilled in the community in the 80s and into the 90s, and it means everything. There's, like you said, there's 3 guys on the pitch right now, Zach, that with Mosley, Ten Eyck, and BP that were young players, rookie players in those 2011, 2012 years, where guys like Larry Enlow, Brian Cushing, Jamie Harding, right, Sonaldo. I mean, but those were the 3 local guys that I mentioned. But then additionally, Sonaldo and Chili and Freddie Mugen and some fantastic players that came in and helped to develop these other guys. And these guys are in their 30s. They're getting a little bit older. When is the time? You need Wings fans. You need history. You need players to come in and build that culture. And this, for us, we looked at the thing, and a group of investors said, look, if not now, when? Right? Wink Hartman was fantastic with us. The arena is going to be fantastic. It's unlike what a lot of teams operating at the highest level of professional indoor soccer in the United States have, and we have that.
Man, being back in that building with the
gonna be
turf
great.
and the boards was something during tryouts.
Yeah, the atmosphere should be electric, and at the end of the day, time was of the essence in order to keep indoor soccer alive in Wichita, and a group of investors, were fortunate enough to have great communication with Wink. So hats off to Wink, Hartman, and Hartman Arena, and working with us and making sure that we could put a financially sustainable and viable product on the pitch.
December 28th is going to be a very special day in the history of soccer in Wichita when the Wings make their triumphant return home. But the first 2 games on the schedule are right here in Austin, Texas. We'll be bringing you live action tomorrow, 3 p.m., right here from the Travis County Expo Center in Austin, Texas. These 2 teams meet again, second time this season, as we have a top-of-the-arc restart. Number 3, J.J. Elder, is going to stand over this one, along with number 23. That's Jesus Mora into the wall.
Blocked by Daniel Sack.
Yeah. Another returning indoor veteran, spent some time in the PASL, played in the MASL in 2013 with the Wichita B-52s.
Now Austin
Sack.
really starting to press high here. Wichita's going to have to look to penetrate with the ball a little quicker, maybe go over the top and try to find the target man and help there. That's BP's trying to clear a ball and just get out of the back for a second, but maybe something like that from Rizzo that's a little bit longer and start Austin back over in their end so Wings can organize their defensive shape.
Austin looking to move the ball forward. Number 10, Darwin Rios.
Come on, let's go, everyone got a cheer.
Looking for somebody back post. Ball's a little wide. Jared Robbins looks to clear. He's looking for Preston Move. Preston into the boards. Not sure what the holding of the face is there. And that's going to be a blue card.
Yeah, and we'll have to look for the ruling on that. I believe that's 4 fouls already.
It's 26, Ricardo Rodriguez.
Against number 26, Ricardo Rodriguez. And if it is, I don't know if it was a boarding call for a 2-minute, but there's also a rule, folks. After 4 fouls and a half, you get a 2-minute penalty. If players foul out of the game at 6 fouls, they're trying to keep the fouls down, protect players. But so you can only take 6 total fouls. 3 blue cards equals a red card.
And that didn't take long for Wichita to capitalize on the power play.
Power play, first shot, Brent Hobson rolls the ball to David Lucio. Lucio looks up and tries to beat the keeper near post, and calm as you like, a lot like Brian Perez's goal where it was just methodical. David Lucio slots one in near post, and nobody was ready for it. Nice and easy on the ground, 3-0 Wichita.
Wichita Wings would like to thank our friends over at Epic Heating and Cooling, professional HVAC service and repairs available, servicing all of Wichita and surrounding communities. You can find them in Wichita, 224 North Pennsylvania. As we return to action, 3-0 Wichita, and we have another foul and another blue card.
Leo Catarina, it looks like, takes an elbow. He tries to go by and takes an elbow in the face. And Austin, a little bit frustrated. You know, they've been on the road. This is their first home game. They've played twice. Games have got a little out of hand on the score sheet. Now the Wings come out, travel here to their home, and come out and put 3 on them quick. Wings pressing there. looks like Leo Catarina is going to be fine, but he pushes the ball by, gets an elbow up around the face. They give a delayed power play, let Wings play through it. We lose the ball. They bring back, stop the game, Zach, and now we've got another Wings power play. On the power play, Brent Hobson, the point man, David Lucio on the right, Brian Perez on the left, Kevin Tenike deep in a corner with Jared Robbins.
It's number 25, Pierre Ibarra, serving the penalty for the Power. Great shot.
What a save.
Tenike was there to mop it up, but couldn't get his foot on it. Power not able to clear. Kevin Tenike.
That's BP again. Brian Perez with his second goal of the game from Kevin Tenike. Another power play goal for Wichita. And this thing's getting a little bit out of hand with 12 minutes left in the second quarter. Wichita now up 4-0, Zach.
And we're seeing contributions all across the board, Blake. I'm sorry, I'm used to somebody else sitting next to me for these things.
Well, I hope my commentary is good enough for you folks at home, and there's no babies coming from Johnny Freedom, but we'll have those someday. And you know, I always won't be on the broadcast, but I'm appreciative for everybody to listen to me. I'll try not to take over the limelight too much.
Austin
here.
trying to make something happen. Ball comes whizzing by our heads up here in the broadcast booth. Blake,
if there was a bird's nest or something up here that they were after, I wonder if he got it. It was pretty hot, whizzed by us and went up into the rafters in section double Z up there.
Parrott with the ball at his feet. You have Kieran Laking, Rizzo, Daniel Sack, Preston and Boob, and Mr. Hustle, Matt Sherritt out there on the pitch.
Yeah, Matt, you started to allude to it earlier. Matt has been fantastic, and he's a player that really wasn't on the radar. Oh, another penalty. It looks like there's going to be another 2-minute penalty.
Yeah.
Kieran Laking gets smashed into the boards. In this game, they're going to have to get a hold of this thing. These are elbows late. We know it's 4-0, but it's significantly late. Kieran Laking, folks, is not a small man. So he's a pretty big guy. He doesn't flop. He's not a diver. That was an absolute assault, and it's going to put Wichita back on another power play.
No, the card has been issued.
Oh, the card was
Preston
after
Boob.
it was a reaction. It was a foul against them.
Yes.
Wichita is actually down a man. The foul was against Austin, and Preston retaliates to protect Kieran Laking, and Wichita goes down a man.
Preston putting the keeper into the boards, and that's what ends up getting the call from the officials here.
Yeah, Kevin Tenike having words with the referee saying, no, this is our ball. You did call a foul. We got the ball. Then there was misconduct after the play. Now, this isn't just a misconduct and a dissent penalty where the Wings will be at even numbers. It wasn't a yellow card. It was a physical act by Preston Moob to protect the player, and it required a 2-minute penalty from the referees. So Wings down a man on the penalty kill. Had the ball on a restart, started the clock stopped now, ball out of bounds, and the Wings are going to look to kill this off. But, Zach, no indication that they're looking to just recycle the ball and possess it. Kevin Tenike was shooting from there.
And he's going to have
there he is
shot.
Again. Another shot on goal, another save from Austin's goalkeeper, and Wings looking to keep the ball in Austin's half, down a man. Now a transition, and they're going to have to get into their penalty kill.
And
there's a goal.
Scored.
This is, Zach, I got to say, not a fan of really pressing high to score there with all four players because you could potentially get transition, and that's what happened. Parrott did have that covered. Kevin Tenike dives in to take a block. Ugly deflection there, unfortunately, for Parrott off of Kevin Tenike, and it's in the back of the net.
That's number 32, Jacob Powell for the Austin Power with the goal. 4-1. We're sitting here 11 minutes remaining here in this second period. And we got a game on our hands here. Austin now showing their ability to get up the field and score. It'll be interesting to see how the Wings react here, Blake. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be a restart. Again, 32, Jacob Powell with the clearance there, and then another little physical bump there between Preston Maboob and the goalkeeper, number 11, Juan Vinces. Restart for the Wings. It's Leo Catarina who's going to put this ball back into play, back to Kevin Tenike. Tenike's going to go out wide for Alex Mosley. Plays it in the middle. We have a whistle. Foul on Mboob. And now the Power are going to work the ball back up the field. They've got it in the corner. It's number 28, Ruben Lopez, playing the ball back. Mosley there, gets his foot on it, saves Parrott from having to make the save. Ball gets laid off and blasted into the stands. That is going to be a restart from Parrott here for the Wings. Crowd is getting into this match now. As Brent Hobson tries to chase down that ball, regain possession for the Wings. But Austin playing it into the corner. Switch the field. The Wings playing great defense now, keeping them from getting a shot off. Shot finally comes in and Parrott deals with it easily. He's going to play that ball long. Jared Robbins trying to get there. He doesn't. Played off the boards, and Katarina's there trying to win the ball back as well, but to no avail.
Yeah, Parrott, unfortunately for him, he's had a pretty good game. There was a deflection. He almost came back and saved the deflection, but he's really getting called into action here. Another late deflection. That's a block from Daniel Sack.
Yeah, that's another just Sack getting his foot in there last second.
Yeah, well done from Daniel Sack.
And it's a corner restart.
Hey, you wonder if some of the fitness, the Wings came out and went gangbusters right off the bat, went up 4-0, and now this up and down transition. Austin really doesn't build a lot from the back. It's sometimes that chaos of players running at you is difficult to deal with, and there's a block from Jared Robbins out of bounds.
This will be another corner restart from the opposite side. Laking, Robbins, Brent Hobson, Lucio, and Daniel Sack out on the pitch for the Wings right now. Ball played back out. Back into the corner for number 10, that's Rios.
Brent. So the Wings shape not too bad. Brent tried to clear that ball out instead of bringing it down and putting it to the Austin keeper, and he puts it out, and that's going to be a restart at the top of the arch, which was dangerous last time. It took Daniel Sack taking a block. Parrott setting his wall. Let's see if the Wings can defend this and get out of this with 9 minutes left, still up 3.
Shot's going to come in from
great block from Kieran Laking.
Yeah, fantastic. Brent Hobson with the ball at his feet, looking to play it quick.
Lucio on the run out. Ball down the line from Hobson to Lucio, and they're in a 2v2.
Keeper collects. He's looking to move quick, and no, he's going to slow things down, it looks like.
And that's what we really need right now, being a new team. You know, we've been working on fitness. They've put in a lot of work. Roger Downing says they still have a ways to go, just getting in more matches, and we don't want to turn this thing into a track meet.
And a great step in from Rizzo to clear that ball out, what was certainly destined for the back post there. Great defensive effort. Rizzo pushing up the field now, winning the ball to Robbins. Robbins plays it. Seemed like Lucio was just kind of a step behind there, didn't quite get sprung.
Oh, Jared Robbins rips it off. Oh, that's got to be a 2-minute penalty. It's from behind. It's late. It probably should be a shootout, in fact. Jared Robbins
was one-on-one
won
with the
the ball,
keeper.
turned shielded, and he was 2v1 with the keeper. David Lucio standing in front. It has to be a shootout. It's 2v1 with the keeper. Even if Robbins is 1v1, if there's nobody left to impede his path to goal and you're in that position, it's a shootout. So very fortunate for Austin right there that the official isn't able to make the right decision.
Wholesale swap for the Wings here with Tinike and Mosley back, along with Preston and Boob, Brian Perez.
And William Canales on the backside. He's going to come across the middle of the box, it looks like. Yep, his run straight to goal. And that's Brent Hobson.
And
Goal.
it's in the back of the net.
Brian Perez on the ball, patient. All the runs develop.
Fooled
Clear
everybody
space
with
for
where
Brent
that ball
Hobson.
was going, it seemed like.
Brent Hobson now with a brace on the evening. So Brent Hobson with number 2. Another power play goal for Wichita. Brian Perez with an assist.
We want to give a special shout out to our buddy Eddie U Massage, who's on the road with us this weekend. Eddie U Massage is the official massage therapist of the Wichita Wings. Eddie has over 22 years of experience in massage therapy serving Wichita. Make your appointment today by texting Eddie at 316-312-9226. Again, text Eddie, make your appointment today, 316-312-9226.
You'll need to make that appointment for any time after Monday because Eddie's on the road with the boys.
Yes, again, he's not available tomorrow.
They're happy
everybody.
to have Eddie and Mid-America Orthopedics as well. They've been great to us. So our trainers, Eddie, and the guys at Mid-America, and obviously Eddie U Massage, the combination of those two companies and their services, what they provide for the guys, it's been great to watch. They have what they need before they know they need it.
Yeah.
And so all those guys, professionals, it's awesome.
7:45 remaining in this second quarter. Wichita Wings leading the Austin Power 5-1 as we come out of the media timeout. And we want to thank everybody who's tuning in on MASL TV here on YouTube. Again, I'm Zach Light, joined by Blake Shoemaker. We're at the Travis County Expo Center in Austin, Texas, bringing you this MASL2 Match of the Week. Don't forget to join us again tomorrow, 3 p.m. kickoff, same two teams, different color jerseys, I would imagine. But the same two teams tomorrow.
Yeah, they will change. Actually, the Wings will be in white and orange tomorrow, and I believe the Power have a black kit, so they'll be using that. Preston again, pressing. Maybe some incidental contact, but bringing massive amounts of pressure, turning them over into the back for Tinike and Parrott to collect, and there's the target man to Preston. Just work on that touch a little bit, but the size and the
First touches are
intentions
hard,
there.
Blake.
You have to have
Foul
one.
given there. And this
Hey,
is
Andy Chapman, if you're watching, and Zach just said first touches are hard, I apologize.
Well, I never figured it out, and that's why I'm up here. So restart for Austin Power FC. Number 28 with the ball at his feet. That's Ruben Lopez. Back to number 3, J.J. Elder. Plays that ball into their target forward, number 16, Adrian El Serio. Tinike there to shut him down. BP gets a foot on it, but can't clear the ball. That is a goal.
Really mistake. BP got a touch. He was shifting his weight. He was a bit off balance, going the other direction. Ball came off the boards, landed on his foot, and he kind of set it down. So point-blank shot against Parrott again. Maybe he can make that save, but those are difficult positions to put your goalkeeper in. And Wichita, getting pressed there, turns it over. And just when you think that we got that goal back and killed a little bit of the momentum, Power's back in the game.
Number 14, Chris Cedillo with the goal for the Power, 5-2. 6 minutes, 37 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And the Power's turning it on here in this second quarter. With a spell of possession here. Looking to move the ball forward. Leo Catarina, Matt Sherrod, Jared Robbins, Daniel Sack, Brent Hobson on for the Wings. Ball into number 8, Julian Roberts. And in the corner, Matt Sherrod gets that ball to Parrott. Parrott out to Hobson. A little bit of a high press coming from the Power now. Hobson doing everything he can to keep possession. Ball switches field. Matt Sherrod with the ball at his feet. A little bit of contact there. Stays on his feet. Daniel Sack now looking to play the ball forward. Finds Sherrod. Sherrod can't hold on to it. It's a counterattack opportunity for the Power. Parrott gets his hand on it. And number 8.
Boarding penalty after the play.
Absolutely.
Great job getting fingertips on it from Aaron Parrott, pushing the ball up off the crossbar. But Daniel Sack slammed into the boards out of frustration
Julian
again.
Roberts going into the penalty box. Sack into the boards hard there. He's going to come off. And now we're on another Wichita Wings power play. 2 for 2 on those tonight, Blake.
It's all right, you can call me Johnny.
I'm gonna have to get used to not doing that. It might take me a couple of games.
2 for 2 and the restart goal from BP and Hobson that looked a lot like a power play, and I may have misspoken on that. It was actually should have been a shootout where Robbins was brought down.
Right.
But same group, Brian Perez on the left, Brent Hobson running the point. David Lucio on the right. Perez plays to Lucio. Lucio left-footed shot, blocked, and he comes back with another goal. David Lucio. Now, see, in training, they noticed that David Lucio cutting into his left foot and playing from that side is very accurate and very lethal. He's been doing that for some time, his time at Fort Hays State University as well, and was actually with FC Wichita in our inaugural season. Difficult to get a lot of limelight as a young player at that point behind guys like Nick Kramer and Leo Sosa and Shadow Sabelli, and they were all playing in the midfield. But David's been great in training. He's earned his way into the power play, obviously, for the Wichita Wings, and you see why with 2 power play goals.
Yeah, opening his account early in his professional indoor soccer career. 6-2, Wings leading the Power. 4:45 left here in the half. Stick around for halftime. Blake and I are going to discuss some of the upcoming events for the 40th anniversary season of the Wichita Wings, the returning Wichita Wings. It's very special to have this team back and playing for the city of Wichita.
2 early goals on both those power plays from Lucio, and very much set up from Brian Perez, just taking that touch in. They're in a box at this point, and Perez comes and commits a player, and when that happens, he's looking to penetrate a pass, so the other top player in the box has to slide in to take a block or to support, and that leaves Lucio on the right side wide open to start his run and come in. And although the first one was a great block, unfortunately for Austin, the ball falls right back to his feet, Zach. And again, every time Austin tries to get a little bit of momentum, and it looks like they're going to claw back into the game, Wichita, they make a mistake, put Wichita up to another power play or a foul deep or the shootout, and just give us an opportunity to, and the Wings have capitalized every time.
Parrott with a great throw, just barely staying in bounds, bouncing off that wall, but cleared quickly by the Power, and now they're back on the attack. Great step from Rizzo. Tenike heads the ball back out. It falls to the feet of Luzio. Luzio and Boob moving forward. Luzio just can't get enough on that one, but it is a foul.
So
and a free kick.
There, Lucio again trying to cut back to his left foot, earns a foul. Maybe we need hold-up play. That's what he was trying to provide, but he pushes the ball by and gets fouled, and you have to honor that if you're Austin right now, because you've seen him cut in from a little closer range, but you've seen him cut him twice to his left foot and change the game.
BP with the restart off the hands of the keeper, but falls back to the feet of Brian Perez. Off the wall, Tenike just can't redirect it. There's a collision in the box.
Oh, it's got to be something behind the play.
One.
In that collision, Austin's attacking right now, but in this collision, you can't see it behind the play. Brian Perez is on the
cleaned
ground.
out,
An
man.
Austin player, it's got to be, we got to start to get, these are probably red cards, and it
That
is.
is
Austin's
a
going to
red
go
card.
down a man. We had it in the other end. I was going to call for a red card down. The Austin defender, and you couldn't see it in your screen, Brian Perez is standing up, and the guy pushes him down and literally open hand smacks him in the back of the head. The play comes down here, and another player comes in. They're getting frustrated. Brian will talk to you a little bit as a player. He's got a tendency to not talk to frustrate you, but just say, hey, man, relax, and you know, everything's fine. You know, give you that pat on the back, and you know, when you're down,
he's a cool, calm, and collected guy.
Very collected, very, very polite, but he's a competitor, and he's having his way in this match, and that's two players. In Austin, in a sequence of 10 seconds, that could have been on 2 red cards, and instead it's 1, and they won't play a man short. There will be a power play for the Wichita Wings, folks, but the player for Austin will be suspended today's game and tomorrow as well.
That is a red card for number 6, Edgar Lopez. Serving the penalty is going to be number 14, Chris Cedillo, one of the goal scorers for Austin.
3 minutes and 12 seconds left in the second quarter. Wichita now in control of the game on another power play, and Wichita's been on numerous power plays. There's a lot going on behind the play. The camera, obviously, in a one-camera crew and not being able to run a split screen, you're not seeing it, but there's a lot of activity going on behind the play, and that just happened to be right in front of the officials.
Luzio with the ball, finds Brent Hobson. BP now, hard shot off the keeper's chest. Perez fighting for that ball. Jared Robbins just rolls his foot over the top of the ball there, doesn't get all of it.
Wichita missed a good opportunity to score there. Robbins, ball bouncing off the boards, difficult to one-time those, but had a good opportunity there. And
Hobson bringing it back up now. Shot from Luzios, saved, and now Wichita, the chance to reset again. Perez now with the ball at his feet, finds Robbins in the middle of the box, out to Tenike. Hobson flicks to Luzio.
The Wings swinging the ball around the power play very well right now. Brian Perez gets to tee one up and just misses.
He was going where Grandma keeps the cookies.
A Johnny Freedom reference. Going up where Grandma keeps the cookies. Well, the Wings really in control right now of the power play, and you know, BP, you want him to take those opportunities and those shots. He is on a couple goals already. He and Hobson both, in fact, are both on 2 goals and 1 assist if you're just tuning in. Brian Perez with 2 goals and assist. Brent Hobson with 2 goals and assist. Brent Hobson gets the first goal of the 40th anniversary season for the Wichita Wings.
So a restart now for the Power, playing down a man. That ball goes out of bounds.
Wings still on the power play.
Luzio looking for the hat trick, finds BP. Hobson at the top of the arc.
Mistake from Brent. He gives the ball away, and it's a run out. Parrott's going to have to make a save, and he does.
That's number 32, Jacob Powell, who just ran right at Parrott and wasn't able to get any sort of angle on that shot.
Uncharacteristic mistake
pass there
from Brent Hobson to trying to find the target and closed all his space. And fortunate Wichita not to concede on a man down to concede a goal right there.
Right.
A penalty kill goal for Austin is exactly what they would need after.
Minute 24 remaining in the half here. That ball's going to find the head of Rizzo. And then to Preston and move. Back to Rizzo. Daniel Sack back out. He looks to be okay after going into the boards hard earlier. Leo Catarina with the ball at his feet. He's moving towards the goal, into space. He plays the ball, but there's nobody there, and it's an easy clearance for the Power, but the ball can't stay in bounds.
Wings are asking for a restart at the top of the arc, saying that the keeper was inside the zone, but he was just outside. The referees are going to play it from where it lies after it bounced inside. Sack down the line to Preston move, and it looks like we had a carpet malfunction down there.
Yeah,
carpet
comes up there.
Pretty easy.
Rizzo forward. Now the 2-on-1 break. Sack. Katarina does a great job coming back and winning that ball. The Wings scramble to get back and win the ball. Canales fighting for that ball in the corner. Finally pops out. Austin's got possession. But Preston Baboob grabs the ball, turns. He's going to get forward.
What
Has
a save.
shot. And yeah, fantastic save.
Preston decides that he's going to be a one-man wrecking crew to break the pressure.
Leo Katarina comes and follows up the save and gets taken out. No call whatsoever.
What a strike from Preston, just getting the Wings out of trouble. They're locked into the back, and you're right again. After a fantastic shot and save, which is, I believe, Austin's 14th save of the half for the goalkeeper. I mean, what a save! But Katarina again, a little bit messy behind the play, and the officials are doing their best to position themselves to see it at this point.
13 seconds remaining here on this restart. Austin looking to go quick. Everybody up. Here comes the ball in long. They're trying to get one back before this ends. That ball is out of bounds.
Not what the Wings wanted with 7 seconds left. They put a ball out of bounds and
Top of the arc
generated
restart.
top of the arc restart.
Laking, Robin, Sherrod, Rizzo, Sack out for the Wings. And it's a timeout. No. The referee, this is not a goal.
Referee stopped the play. All the Wings were standing around waiting for the referee.
It looks like there was a timeout from the Wings to make a personnel change.
It was a timeout with the referee communicating with the third referee, and the referee had said stop and hold the play. It wasn't a timeout at that moment, but
it is a timeout.
Oh, he did. He said that the goalkeeper called a timeout.
Okay.
So he's awarding it to somebody on the ball. He said the goalkeeper. If Austin is in possession, they have the right to call a timeout there, and the timeout came from their goalkeeper who didn't like the way it was set up from his angle. So he actually called, and good for Wichita. It allows us to come in with the group that can take blocks. So you'll see a veteran group come back out with Daniel Sack, Kevin Tenike, Brent Hobson, Jared Robbins, and Alex Mosley to try to kill this thing.
ICT Internal Medicine and Pain Management serves the Wichita Wings, located inside the West Side Medical Office Building at 13th and Tyler. Request an appointment by calling 316-260-6363. Thank you to ICT Pain Management for your support of the Wichita Wings as we get ready for this top of the arc restart. 7 seconds left on the clock here. Sack, Tenike, Mosley, Robbins, Hobson, a defensive heavy line out to take care of these last 7 seconds.
Oye, ya vamos a comenzar con el halftime show, así que yo quiero participantes, los que quieran ganar regalos pendientes.
And we're looking at the restart here. We have a little bit of a clock issue here on the scoreboard.
So Zach, the confusion is there's 6.8 seconds left in the match, but the clock says 2.8, so they're trying to reset that. The referees, it looks like, are going to go ahead and keep the time on the pitch. So
here comes the shot.
Last sequence of the half, and what a goal!
The wall
off that
just kind of
restart
separates
from Pierre
there.
Ibarra. 0.8 seconds left in the match, but the clock says 2.8, so they're trying to reset that. The referees, it looks like, are going to go ahead and keep the time on the pitch. So
here comes the shot.
Last sequence of the half, and what a goal!
And that is it.
Pierre Ibarra actually was on the other restart and had scored, but their goalkeeper had called a timeout, so you were thinking, what a colossal mistake. The Wings are going to get out of this situation, and Ibarra makes us pay anyway.
And that should be it for time, and that is. So, an answer from the Austin Power here in the second quarter, but the Wings still dominant so far in this match as we go into halftime. It is the Wichita Wings 6, Austin Power FC 3. We'll be back in just a few minutes with some halftime entertainment for you guys. But for now, we'll leave you with this graphic and the sounds from here in the arena. Welcome back to the Travis County Expo Center in Austin, Texas, where the Wichita Wings are leading Austin Power FC 6-3. My name is Zach Light. I am joined by Blake Shoemaker as we get ready for second half action from here in Austin. Once again, the Wings would like to thank our presenting sponsor, Family Mitsubishi. From their lot to your driveway, Family Mitsubishi has the tools and friendly staff to help you find a vehicle quickly and easily. They have a strong, committed sales staff with many years of experience satisfying their customers' needs. Family Mitsubishi is located at 6601 East Kellogg in Wichita, or you can visit their website online at stevenmitsubishi.com. I'd also like to thank the city of Park City. Park City, Kansas has partnered with the Wings since 1979. Thank you, Park City, for your years of support to indoor soccer. Learn about their wonderful community at parkcityks.com. Blake, we are getting ready to return to action here in Austin. And one thing we wanted to talk about going into the second half here is upcoming things for this season. Obviously, the first big event is coming on December 28th. It's a Saturday night at Hartman Arena, the return of the Wichita Wings, the first home match. That match is going to be against Colorado. The atmosphere is going to be absolutely insane. We are hoping to see you out there. You can go to hartmanarena.com or Wichita Wings online to find tickets. Ticketmaster.com, I believe, for all things Hartman Arena. But we know that there are so many more events coming up in celebration of that 40th anniversary of the Wichita Wings. Blake, can you shed some light on some things that we can expect for the upcoming season?
One of the most exciting things, I mean, obviously a home opener on December 28th is a fantastic opportunity. If Wichita can finish this game out and come away with points here, if you can take at least one game on the road, but if you can win today, you're talking about having a chance to pick up a couple games and come home to start your home opener up, you know, either with 3 points or 6 points.
Yeah, momentum is huge in this league.
So, you know, that game is growing, and the excitement as this game goes on and finishing it would be crucial at this point. But, you know, just one of the biggest things that we're excited about, there hasn't been a lot of information about it at all, and the Wichita Wings never had actual Hall of Fame. They retired jersey numbers. You have guys like Norman Piper, Kim Runfed, Kevin Cooley, and Chris Pete all in that Hall of Fame. There's a ton of names that are missing out of that. And it's not just the obvious Chico Borjas and Eric Rasmussen and Andy Chapmans and guys, Mike Dowler, that people would immediately reason with, because if you asked 100 Wings fans, you know, name a special moment as a Wings fan growing up in Wichita and who deserves to be in, and you put 30 names out there, every single one of those names are going to get mentioned, and there's well more than that of people that would be interested. So we're excited to announce the Wichita Wings Hall of Fame game, and that's going to be February 23rd. It's our last home game of the season, and that'll be at Hartman Arena on a Sunday. That game is going to be built around the Wings movie that is coming out. The trailer's been out. You can find it on our website at wichitawingsoccer.com. But it's been in the works for so long, and the guys have traveled around the world getting video and putting that together. That's going to be premiered on February 22nd. Kudos to Tim Obram and Mike Ramalis and the guys that have been putting that together. Obrahim, I'm sorry, Tim. And, you know, but also being able to have that Hall of Fame moment around that. We're going to induct at least 6 guys. We're opening the ballots now, but the Wichita Wings are going to officially open their doors to a Hall of Fame and get all these guys their rightful place in the Hall of Fame, and that's the most exciting thing, other than providing this for Wichita and having the home opener right now for us. Is we start with asking for your support and telling you that we have a championship caliber team, and we finish with paying homage to the history of the Wings.
Wow, that's huge news, Blake. The Wichita Wings Hall of Fame, and a huge game on the 23rd of February to coincide with the premiere of the Wichita Wings documentary that our good buddies Tim and Michael have been working on for a long time. We're getting ready to kick off the third quarter here from the Travis County Expo Center in Austin, Texas. Once again, Wichita Wings leading 6-3. And we are underway with that third quarter. Jared Robbins, Luzio, Tenike, Mosley, and BP Brian Perez kicking things off here in the third period.
Yeah, Aaron Parrott still tending the net for the Wichita Wings, and if you were watching there during the warm-ups, and I wasn't paying attention to where the feed was, but if you saw a goalkeeper in a bright yellow jersey warming up Parrott for the second half, that is Mark Saxby, the Kansas City Comets goalkeeper, that is on a one-more-game suspension that carried over from last year in the MASL when they played in the playoffs against the Wave. Saxby got a suspension, and Hammerskis
Stephen
putting in time
Hammerski
for
on
him.
loan.
What a quality
Robbins.
ball from Jared Robbins, trash man on the back post with the simple goal. But what a veteran ball from Kevin Tenike.
Oh, man.
Lucio
Absolutely.
cuts in. You have to pay him respect after scoring 2 goals in the first half. Lucio cuts in, commits a defender, puts it down to Tenike, and Tenike beats the goalkeeper with a pass off the wall to the back post to Jared Robbins. What an assist and what a start for Wichita. Less than a minute into the second half, they come out and say, look, we don't intend to let this game go.
7-3 Wichita Wings off the goal from Robbins, assisted by Tenike. Those guys linked up quite a bit when they were playing in the PASL over the last couple of years. Robbins, we mentioned, typically a defender in the outdoor game.
So Jared Robbins came in through McPherson College. He's the California kid, Jared Robbins, dubbed by Johnny Freedom. But so Jared over the glass, but Mosley took his chance and was definitely fairly accurate, just hit it with a little bit too much.
12 minutes left here in the third. Wings still leading 7-3. Restart here for the Austin.
Left-footed off the set piece, gets a deflection goal. It went wide, deflected off Hobson, but Wichita gives that goal right back to 7-4.
Apologize if you just missed the goal.
He put the ball out and gave Pierre Ibarra opportunities. And
no, I didn't catch the replay, unfortunately, there. We had a little bit of an internet issue. We're filling in on the broadcast tonight, so doing our best to keep things going here. We're having a little bit of connectivity issues. Wings on the restart here, 7-4. 11:41 left in.
Sorry you missed that. That was Pierre Ibarra again. The one that scored the goal with 6 seconds left on the restart.
Yes.
From the top of the arch at the end of the second half. Wings made a mistake, put a ball directly out, gave another restart at the top of the box. And those opportunities, Pierre Ibarra has proven, Zach, to be lethal 3 times. One of them didn't count because of a timeout called by their goalkeeper. But we've seen him with 4 opportunities. Right. Sack blocked one over the bar. The other 3 have been in the back of the net.
Brian Perez.
Dangerous challenge against Brian Perez.
Yeah, spinning back elbow almost there. Right on the board.
So Perez with the little drag back against the board. Player gets all of Brian's pivot foot.
Daniel Sack moving forward, looking for Preston and Boob. Austin is a physical team. They want to play where they want to play, and they don't mind shoving you out of the way to do it.
Yeah, hence the 4 2-minute penalties and red card, and a red card behind the play. Certainly
red card in the second period. Edgar Lopez out for the rest of this match and suspended for tomorrow's match as well. Preston pressing on the ball there. Alex Mosley's going to play that one back to Parrott.
Great ball deep into the corner for Kevin Tenike, who switched into a target role.
Ooh, Kevin takes
Wichita.
a forearm into the back and can't make a play on the ball. Luzio steps up, plays the ball off the wall.
It looks like
BP now in. Tenike's there to clean it up, but
what a ball from BP. Tenike misses a sitter right there, and he gives a thumbs up to Brian Perez, but he misses a tap-in back post. Tenike has transitioned to the target man for a little bit here for Wichita, it looks like. And if
Perez
you notice,
has actually come back into the defensive role.
yeah, he sits a little bit deeper to help get the ball out and doesn't require as much running for Brian, and allows us to be a little bit safer with somebody composed on the ball out of the back.
You know, something to keep in mind here is 2 games in 2 days back-to-back here in Austin, so you definitely want to give somebody like Brian the ability to rest his legs.
And that's a great, Brent's been dealing with a bit of a nagging groin strain, and you haven't seen Brent Hobson recently. And if you look, Kevin Tenike is actually wearing the captain's band now that Brent was wearing earlier in this game. So you have to wonder, hopefully Brent's not injured, and you wonder if Roger Downing didn't say, hey, look, this game, Brent, this game's under control for now. We're going to sit you, hoping that they have a quality day out of Brent Hobson tomorrow.
Exactly. Top of
Because
the arc restart.
He's not getting worked on, Wings fans. We're not looking down there and seeing Brent in a position where, he's getting treatment. He's out there supporting the guys. Looks like he's probably fine, and they've just decided to shut him down for the second half to make sure that, 2 halves tomorrow, these road game doubleheaders, it's very taxing on the guys. They can bring the trainer, etc., but it's a lot of work, and you have to really monitor guys' minutes and make sure that they're
Brian Perez with the top of the arc restart goes through the wall, but doesn't make it on frame.
Great decision from Lucio to play the ball back and to the goalkeeper and allow us to sub. Wings did make a mistake. Again, we talked about the rule earlier. The goalkeeper only has 4 seconds. So when the goalkeeper has the ball, is not at a time to make wholesale changes, 2 and 3 subs. Maybe one player can substitute, but we need more support. And you saw Parrott try to find the target player. Preston didn't do bad with it, but Wings needed to just calm down, put 2 guys around Parrott, allow him to possess the ball, just combine and get your substitutions in at that point.
Some frustration coming from both number 25s, Jared Robbins, and for the Power, that is Pierre Ibarra. Here before this ball was restarted in, we noticed it on our side of the pitch. Still 7-4 here in Austin. 8 minutes, 30 seconds left in the third. It's Parrott now looking to play that ball forward. It's a long ball. He's looking for Robbins. Ibarra heads it away. Robbins does well to come back and challenge it. Katarina steps up.
Wings need to track back here. It's a 3v2 against Wichita if they can settle.
Mosley, Katarina, and Sack all do well to get back. Robbins going to get that ball.
Great
Parrott.
outlet ball from Parrott. It just bounces out, but it was in bounds. If we had another 5 foot of glass, that ball's in play to the target, Preston and Boob right there. So right now on the pitch, Zach, you got Preston and Boob's the target man, Wilmer, Canales, Leo Katarina in the mid with Alex Rizzo and Kevin Tenike shifting to the back. And again, Brent Hobson, it looks like he's done for the night at this point. 2v1 run out, Preston on the other side, Katarina on the ball. Katarina goes across goal and hits the bar, barely misses. Just playing it across goal there, hoping that Preston is making the run to the back post. Looks like Katarina lost his angle, wanted to play the 2v1, and the defender says, no, we'll allow you to shoot, not play this 2v1 ball.
Foul given here. A midfield restart. Free kick for the Austin Power. It's number 3, J.J. Elder, playing the ball back to his keeper, number 11, Juan Vinces. Elder play the ball in the box off the head of Kevin Tenike. Now the Wings looking to counter. Rizzo has been sprung. He's in the corner with the ball. Keeper's out, deflects the ball, and the shot is all the way up here by us. Wings would like to thank our friends over at Wheat State Insurance. Wheat State Insurance Group is an independent agent that offers choice, a high level of service, and is local to the Wichita area community. Come visit them at 228 North Baltimore Avenue in Derby, Kansas. Again, thank you to our friends at Wheat State Insurance, longtime Wichita soccer supporters. We appreciate your support. And if you're interested in partnering with the Wichita Wings are committed to local businesses and organizations. Our ability to provide family entertainment on the field and support in our community could not be accomplished without these partnerships. To learn more about Wings partnership programs, contact us today at the email address you see on your screen, info@wichitaWingsSoccer.com. Fans are getting riled up here in Austin. Wichita still leading 7-4. 6 minutes, 51 seconds left in this third quarter. And we'll get things back underway with a goalkeeper restart. Matt Sherrod, Jared Robbins, Alex Mosley, Kevin Tinike, Kieran Laking on the pitch for the Wings. It's JJ Elder, Julian Roberts,
and
Jorge
the Wings
Marin.
press. They're going to win the ball out of this.
Yeah, they
Jared's
are.
going to be 1v1.
Has
Kevin
a flick, lays it for
Tinike,
Tinike.
goal.
Buries it in the back of the net.
All started from the pressure from Matt Sherrod and Jared Robbins, forcing a ball to midfield where Kevin Tinike steps up, finds feet to Jared, plays Jared into that 1v1 with the keeper, and then at that point, it's just wait for Kevin Tinike. We're going to get a tap in. Kevin Tinike, so veteran clutch on that possession right there. Wins the ball at midfield, finds the target man, trails the play, and gets just a drop back pass inside of his boot.
Yeah, fantastic
Opposite side,
team
keeper
goal.
can't do anything about that.
Fantastic team goal there. Kevin Tinike celebrating the 8th-year anniversary of his debut for the Wichita Wings in 2011. Was the MISL Rookie of the Year that season. Man, that feels like it was a long time ago. I remember being at Hartman Arena and watching Kevin that season, and he's obviously had plenty of pro experience, went on to play with the Comets, played some seasons in the PASL with Wichita Selection as well to keep those skills sharp. Had a NPSL Outdoor Goal of the Year as well.
Oh, man, what a shot.
Had,
we don't have a ton of time to go over that one, but guy called his shot from 75 yards away into a crosswind with the keeper standing at the edge of the 18-yard box and turns to the bench and says, should I score? And former Wings, staff member, goalkeeper, coach, everything, man, Sammy Lane. Sammy, if you're listening, Sammy says, in a true Sammy way, I don't know, this is the edited version, but, well, yeah. And so if you know Sammy, add the body language and the language, the verbal language, but says yes, and Kevin says, oh, okay, and turns around, and National Goal of the Year to a center back, and became a staple for FC Wichita there for a few years with goalkeeper Mark Ware.
Yeah, then it happened again
from
the
his own
next year.
box. Next year, I can beat that. Here's one from 108 yards.
Here's a breakaway for the Power.
You know, I got to say, Kevin Tinike on that Goal of the Year, some money donated Kevin's way from the Staples
that
Goal
was
of the
the
Year.
staple NPSL
and he
Goal of the
donated
Year.
that money to AYSO Region 208 on Ridge in 13th, which I always thought was a class move from Kevin. Gave the money back to kids that are playing recreational soccer in the earliest
Absolutely.
stages at 3, 4, 5 years old.
Leo Catarina plays the ball off the wall back to Daniel Sack. Sack, a veteran as well of the indoor leagues, playing a couple years with the Wichita B-52s, as well as in the PASL with Wichita Selection. Aaron Parrott now stepping up. Finds Catarina. Catarina with the touch, but can't get around the defender. JJ Elder is going to mop this one up. But it falls to Wichita. The shot's in.
That's a hat trick for David Lucio, Zach.
And
Wichita presses
well-deserved
again.
hat trick for
They
Lucio.
throw the ball away at the top of the yellow line. Lucio's on his left foot in the middle of the pitch, just looking for an opportunity. This thing, it was hit well. But again, Lucio surgically finding the corner.
But it falls to Wichita. The shot's in.
That's a hat trick for David Lucio, Zach.
And
Wichita presses
well-deserved. The replay there, a fantastic debut for Lucio in the indoor game. What a performance for him tonight. Hat trick. The Wings lead 9-4. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left in this third period. Kevin Tenike pushing forward, lays it in, and there's a collision there. Canales and the keeper for Austin, that's Juan Vences. To restart, number 25, Pierre Ibarra. Stepping up to get this one back in. Down 5, Austin has still had moments of brilliance. It's just been simple mistakes, Blake, that have kept him out of this match so far. Every time it seems like they're getting a hold on things. A little giveaway here, something like that, keeps them from surging ahead. But it's definitely a talented team, a physical squad, very fast. It'll be interesting to see what back-to-back games do for them tomorrow as well. As now here's a shot, Parrott right in his face, and there a second save as well. That is a signature thing with Parrott. He knows to stay on his toes after he makes a save. I've seen him do it in the lower leagues, and he's doing it here for the Wings as well. Kieran Laking gets a toe on that ball. Ball off the defender, out of bounds. We're going to see Kieran Laking come off for Brian Perez. It's Mosley, Tenike, Perez. Preston Maboob is going to stay in as well, and Matt Sherrod's going to come on for this
is dangerous
restart.
With Kevin Tenike cutting across and Brian Perez, and that's exactly what you saw. The relationship on the field that those two have and the understanding not just for the game but for each other. Kevin pulled his player all the way away. Brian's on the ball looking off, and you just knew it was going to be Kevin Tenike cutting in front of the goal and a ball laid off by Brian Perez.
Top of the arc restart now. Perez standing over it.
Tenike, Robbins, and now you see Alec Mosley coming in these moments. So Jared
Lucio
Robbins
as
and
well.
Mosley on the corners. Lucio on the left foot, and they're definitely favoring him right now. He's going to get this ball and misstrikes that one, but can't blame Wichita for trying to feed the left-footed David Lucio.
Yeah, just can't get his laces through it. Parrott's going to play the ball long into the corner, too long, in fact, and it's going to be a restart for Austin Power.
Just rookie mistake from Parrott, had plenty of time, had support. They could have combined and tried to pull Austin out. Tenike, veteran leadership from Kevin Tenike, and also is a assistant coach on this team. He's a player assistant. So he goes back and tells Parrott, hey, relax, let's just keep the ball there. We don't have to chase this game, and no reason to put that out. You know, we're all forward. We don't need to transition back. Let's just combine. So that was watching this right now and seeing some of these veterans with as many indoor rookie players as we have, seeing how they're communicating, seeing how they're trying to help goalkeeper Aaron Parrott, Sherrod, Lucio's flourishing, Alex Rizzo, again, the other player from California, Alex Rizzo. The guys are doing great right now, and they're getting everything they need from Coach Roger Downing, Kevin Tenike, Alex Mosley, Brian Perez, Brent Hobson, Daniel Sack. You can see it on the bench. You can see the encouragement. You see Brian Perez barking orders right now. They're very much positioning players and helping this team learn as we go quickly.
This is kind of the perfect blend of new and old, veterans and young talent, and I've been so impressed tonight. You know, you never know with these things. You know that there's great talent out on that field from what I've seen just from these guys in tryouts, these new faces, and being able to watch some of these veteran players in the last couple of years playing in the PASL or playing in the MASL.
Yeah, you never know what to expect, right?
Right.
Here we got the same setup. It's going to be Kevin Tenike this time. Tenike, Perez to Tenike, goal.
And if I'm not mistaken,
and now
that's 3 for Kevin, I believe.
No, I believe Kevin's on a brace.
Kevin's on a brace.
Yeah, but in fact, quite a few wings are. That's Brian Perez's second assist, and Brian Perez is on 2 goals and 2 assists. 3 for David Lucio, but you're starting to see numbers like Lucio 3 goals, Brian Perez 2 goals, 2 assists, Kevin Tenike 2 goals, an assist, Jared Robbins, a goal, 2 assists. It's the numbers definitely are there. Anytime you score 10, right? then there's going to be some guys that are really tearing up the stat sheet. But back to what you were talking about, you don't know what you're going to get. We know a lot of these guys. Wings fans, you're familiar with some of the veterans. Some of the others I'm familiar with through the outdoor game. And then, also the guys that have broken in with some experience through Tico and Javier Rodriguez that are running the selection program and doing a great job transitioning young players that haven't ever really played and bringing in veterans. Tico Rodriguez is a veteran of the indoor game as well, and he's been fantastic at helping to develop those guys. But so we knew we had the core and the nucleus. Missing Taylor Henry, missing Nico, who's that number 10.
Oh, man.
Where's the number 10? But he's a target man for us.
Wings fans, when you see
you're
Nico the
Nico.
Nightmare,
but
let me tell you something.
Taylor Henry may be the hardest working guy on the pitch.
Yeah, what a fantastic
Lauder,
player.
but not to knock anybody else in the Wings organization right now.
Colin's one of the best off-the-ball guys.
Colin is also one of the most technical players on the ball. He's patient. He makes good decisions when it's time to take somebody on. He may be the smallest guy on the pitch, and he might be the best target.
Yeah, he plays like the
he
biggest, baddest dude on the planet.
He finds the gaps, and he's just an educated indoor player. Of course, Colin grew up in Wichita, went to Drake and played there. And they used to call him Little Messi with the Wings in 2011, 2012. He was training with the Wings. Of course, Mosley and Tenike were signed, and the other players training was Colin Lauder, and then occasionally, obviously, Brett Hobson. And the style of play from Colin, Taylor, and Nico is going to be a ton of goal-scoring production. So good news, Wings fans. It's 10 goals for with 2 minutes left in the third quarter, and much of your scoring prowess will be returning over the next 3 to 4 weeks due to injuries and so forth. But exciting team, Zach, and hopefully we can keep everything in stride, finish out this match, and look forward to trying to quick turnaround for tomorrow and see if we can make the most out of this road trip.
While we're in the timeout, I want to give thanks to Epic Heating and Cooling, professional HVAC service and repairs available, servicing all sorts of areas around Wichita and surrounding communities. You can reach them at their office, 224 North Pennsylvania in Wichita. Now's the time. We hear home's going to get hit with some snow and some ice over the next couple of days. Might want to make sure that furnace is up and running. And
I used them actually this summer when it was hot.
Oh, yeah.
And I was selling a home, and I sold it. And a day after I sold the house, the AC quit there. Of course, they had a warranty and all that, but everybody was busy, and the people. So we called Epic, and they were there in a flash and charged it, ordered the part, got the people comfortable, and definitely a life-saving moment for me, not even the one dealing with it, but not wanting to put somebody else through that in my name, right? So thanks to them for that.
Oh, Matt Sherrod gets cleaned out. But Mr. Hustle back up and running. Man, that was a nasty follow-through on the leg there from the power attacker. Mosley with the ball at his feet. Gets to Leo Catarina. Kevin Tenite coming in off the bench. Back to Parrott. Down to a minute 33 here.
Wings doing well to transition players onto the pitch and use this opportunity to sub. A little bit of possession. Make your changes. Errant ball, though, from Matt, and puts Alex Rizzo in a difficult situation. Ball comes back off the wall and out of bounds. In the old MISL days, Wings fans, that ball would have stayed in play because, as you know, it was hockey glass and it was that level all the way around the pitch. So now the change, some like it, some don't. It's easy to say, hey, bring back the glass all the way around. At Hartman Arena, one of the fun things that we're doing with the new rules of them taking the glass out.
That ball is out of bounds. It's off the official.
They want the fans to interact more with the game. So if you're going to sit down low, your head's got to be on a swivel first. But secondly, Hartman Arena has allowed the Wings to push back the bleachers on one side about 12 rows and create 200-seat party zones where there'll be a bartender right there on the field, 2 party zones. One belongs to Family Mitsubishi. The other one is actually still up for sale. But you can buy season tickets. Companies can get 100 tickets, bring people in, have stilt tables, bar top tables. You can get catered, whatever, but you can get 100 people right on the pitch, leaning over opposite of the home and away benches, and just throw a party, and hopefully an indoor soccer match breaks out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and you're probably guaranteed a player appearance or two, somebody getting cleared over the boards. So you get up close and personal. you can contact info@wichitawingsoccer.com for more information on
Yeah,
that
if you
party
ask
zone.
the Wings players nice enough, they may put another fan over or another player into the fans over the board
Yeah.
for you and allow you a autograph session with somebody from the other team.
We're wrapping up the third quarter pretty quick. Wings still leading 10-4. Ibarra playing the ball deep into the corner. Kieran Lakin gets his head on it, and it's out of bounds. It'll be a restart for the Power.
Unfortunately, Kieran Lakin goes up strong to win that ball, but he puts it directly out of bounds, and he's inside that defensive zone that causes for a restart at the top of the box. So guess who?
Ibarra on top of the arc.
Number 25, Pierre Ibarra, left foot. And fortunately for the Wings, he smashes it wide. Can the Wings get out of this? Cleared off the line by Kevin Tenike. Wow. Great stop by Kevin Tenike. Tenike takes the
and
block.
That's the end of the third quarter. Wichita Wings leading 10-4. And we're going into the fourth quarter. Want to take a moment to thank our friends at Mid-America Orthopedic. The Wichita Wings training partner is Mid-America Orthopedic. Mid-America Orthopedics is a single destination for orthopedic services, providing evaluation, diagnosis, surgery, rehabilitation, and therapy in one office. Locations in East Wichita, West Wichita, and Derby. Thank you so much to our friends at Mid-America Orthopedic for your support of the return and the 40th anniversary of the Wichita Wings. Thank you to all of our sponsors helping make this happen. We are so happy to be joining you tonight from the Travis County Expo Center in Austin, Texas. My name is Zach Light. Joining me on commentary this evening, Blake Shoemaker. Don't forget, we are coming back tomorrow. Start time
3 p.m.
3
So we got a
p.m.
3 p.m. kickoff.
I think they may have accidentally announced a 5 p.m. start to the crowd here tonight. But
Oh, did they?
Yeah. But it's a 3 p.m. start tomorrow. Keep your eye on all of our Wichita Wings social media, Facebook, Twitter. We'll get you that streaming link for all you fans watching back in Wichita. For all you Austin Power supporters, your team's not out of this one yet. It's a 6-goal differential, but I've seen some crazy stuff happen in the fourth quarter of arena soccer games. Seen some crazy things happen. And Johnny, you mentioned that there is a
doors open at 1 p.m.
1 p.m. doors. There we go.
Yeah,
3 o'clock tomorrow.
They fixed it. Their
Yeah,
PA
we
announcer had
fixed
said
it.
5 o'clock. And Zach,
fixed that.
for those of you that are watching the stream, Zach Light here is a little bit punctual. So he had the exact time of the clock of the PA announcers there documented. But he's right, and they fixed it. And a good guy, Zach. We were actually getting ready to signal down their PA guys so that they can make sure they have fans there tomorrow. Very big event.
We can't play at 5 o'clock. We got to get home.
Oh yeah, and the weather's not supposed to be really nice at that point either. So
Yeah.
make sure you.
Great
if
excuse
it's
not
icing,
to go out tomorrow, Wichita. Stay in and
stay in. Turn on
watch
the
some
Wichita
arena
Wings
soccer.
at 3 o'clock. The good news, if you're watching this stream, we picked up last second. We didn't know this time yesterday that we were streaming from the spot we're streaming from, and typically it's the home team broadcast, but have some great guys traveling with us that were able to step in. I stepped in as the color, but Zach and Johnny always calling the game. Everybody's done their part. Eve Aka is fantastic right now, and he's on the camera for us. But tomorrow, they're apparently going to have some of their video equipment and streaming crew and be ready for that game. So we've asked if it's okay if the Wings go ahead and run the broadcast. So Zach and I will be back with you, and just with a little bit more camera production and different cameras and different angles. So excited for that as well, and hopefully our broadcast is a little bit different in Wichita. We're a little bit ahead of the curve on that. This is a brand new facility for them. They've never played here.
Yeah,
This
just
is their
relocating
first
from
home
El
game.
Paso.
Relocated from El Paso, so dead spots, connectivity with the Wi-Fi has been a problem, and powered through it, if you will.
So fourth quarter now, Alex Mosley, great challenge to win the ball there. And that's going to go out of bounds for a top-of-the-arc restart. Blake, fourth quarter rule change in MASL 2 this year in regards to goalkeepers. Now, you mentioned this in the first quarter, that goalkeepers weren't allowed to go past midfield and be that quasi-sixth attacker in the second and third quarters. But the chains are off in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's the fourth quarter that the keeper can go past half field. They're still on a 4-second count, but they can get over the middle of the field and really, like you said, join in as the sixth man and try to control the game a little bit.
Preston Maboob in for Jared Robbins. Luzio, Rizzo, Perez, and Sack, as well as that ball off the boards, falls to Sack. Daniel Sack finds Brian Perez. Brian can't get his foot on it. Now we got a breakaway here. But the defenders do well to get out. And a stiff arm from Rizzo sends number 14, Chris Cedillo, to the ground. And now Sack getting into it with number 8, Julian Roberts. That was after the foul was called. Free kick restart now. Pierre Ibarra for Austin Power. And he wants this ball to behave for him and end up in the back of the net. Let's see how he plays it. Ball's high and off the crossbar. 26 there with a shot, Ricardo Rodriguez. Long ball in, straight to Parrott. Parrott looking to distribute. He's going to give it to Brian Perez. Back to Parrott. Matt Sherrod now. Or, I'm sorry, Daniel Sack on the ball. And it's a free kick for the Wings after the foul on Sack. Ball finds Maboob. And it's a free kick. Maboob dragged down just outside of the arc. Jared Robbins coming back on, as well as Kevin Tenike for the set piece opportunity. Alex Mosley out there as well, along with Luzio, who's already on a hat trick tonight. Tenike on a brace. Blake, you've done a good job of calling these set pieces in the third quarter. What do you think?
I think it's Lucio again, and it is. And he skies it. Yeah, you know, it's just how he's positioning himself right now. Brian Perez showed early in the match that he was going to take shots if there was 2 players in the wall.
Right.
And he requires a third player, and they're taking away. They showed Lucio for a while. He scored a couple goals. Then we called, hey, this one's going to be Tenike, because they had shifted and put that 5th guy on the other side. So Brian's just making them decide. When they decide they want to take both away, you're going to see him start to play balls in down by the back post for little flick-ins or a combination across. And so he's basically at this level. Indoor players have sequences. What's option 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? Goal.
And there it is.
Great assist from David Lucio, who plays it across. Back post run from Leo Catarina. And Leo Catarina, the Brazilian futsaler, is on his first the ball from behind the yellow line in the defensive third over the offensive third line without somebody touching it. Wichita gets a restart at the top of Austin's yellow line because of that. And again, number advantage. Great work from Alex Mosley.
Yeah, trying to chase down that ball, and he does. Jared Robbins helps to keep it alive. Tenike there in support as well. But Mosley just lets it get away from him there. Doing a lot of work to keep that ball, and Austin just plays it out of bounds in their third. So this is a top-of-the-arc restart for the Wings. Luzio, Mosley, Brian Perez, Kevin Tenike, Jared Robbins. Robbins hanging out on the post along with Mosley. Here comes Brian Perez. He finds Luzio. Apologize for the interruption there. Still having some network issues here in Austin. Wings still leading at 11-5. Just under 10 minutes left in the match. That ball's going to fall back to Parrott.
Oye, los que se quieran tomar foto con nuestra mascota, el Power, míralo ahí corriendo, el loquito Power.
And Katarina just can't pull the trigger on that one.
Yeah, I think what we're seeing right now is the Wings, this is their first match of the season, haven't got a lot of other than in training when you're able to stop and recoup and rest players. Here, the Wings traveled 15 players. 2 of those are goalkeepers. So Brent Hobson is done after the first half. Again, not out for the weekend, it doesn't appear, but resting anyway for tomorrow. Has had that aggravated groin, and you're seeing a little bit of fatigue set in. Wichita up 11-5, but you're starting to see those opportunities in transition. You're seeing us track back slower, our substitutions and decision making. A lot of those technical things that really make the indoor game, sets the veterans aside from everybody else in the indoor game. Right now the Wings are not doing those well, and you have to wonder if they're just a little bit fatigued after the travel and this being the first game of the season.
It was a long travel day yesterday. Took the team about 11 hours to get to town when you consider stopping for meals and things like that.
9 minutes left in this match, Sherrod. We talked about
Yeah,
Roger Downing. Is it Sherrod? Is that how you pronounce
Sherrod,
it?
yeah.
Sorry, Matt. I keep saying Sherrod. So Matt Sherrod, look, Matt, you talking about Roger believing he does all the extra hard work and just puts in, he's dependable and he makes the right decision. He knew he wasn't going anywhere and he was going to take contact, and he just put his body in and went ahead and drew that foul. And for the Wings, it's those small things that allow you to break the pressure. Sometimes it's just knowing you're getting ready to get fouled, putting your foot on the ball, putting your body in, and taking the contact. So well done to Matt, and intelligent substitution, uses the stoppage in possession and to get 2-3 guys off the pitch for the Wings. Those are the things that need to happen right now at this point in the match. Tired, looking at an early turnaround for game 2 tomorrow. Guys need to get in and out. Wings need to control the ball and take every opportunity they can. There's a foul. That's going to be a 2-minute penalty against Wilmer Canales. Wilmer, not with a lot of intent to grab the face.
No,
player
not at
ducked
all.
in. Wilmer did end up with contact from the hand to the face. It wasn't a swipe, more like a picking of the nose, if you will. So instead of picking his pocket, he picked his nose. Darwin Rios, a little bit of theatrics there, goes down pretty quick. Austin Power now with the power play led by Pierre Ibarra at the point, number 25. Pierre Ibarra's on 2 goals already. He's been very dangerous, a few near misses, and he'll be looking to get on his left foot, swinging the ball around the top. Penalty kill for the Wichita Wings. Kieran Laking on the left, Preston Moob up top, Daniel Sack on the right, and captain Kevin Tenike in the back communicating. They're going to release Preston Moob down the flank, and just an outlet ball from Parrott, and Preston Moobs went down there and won it. Fantastic
just
play.
Can't get
now
a shot
don't commit
on
the
goal.
foul. Just get back, get your shape back. And
Yeah, no
Preston
need-
does foul at midfield.
No need to foul
Do
there.
not need to come with another card right there. It wasn't a penalty. It was just a little contact. And Wings going to make a change for him and bring in Alex Mosley to play up top to avoid not only taking that penalty, but Preston just ran 180 yards back and forth. So
Right.
good opportunity to bring in the veteran Alex Mosley, who this is a comfortable situation for Laking, Mosley, Sack, and Kevin Tenike with Aaron Parrott in goal.
Power need to strike quick here.
And the Wings
Down
need
6.
to kill the power play.
Right. Down 6, you'd be thinking they would not be looking for a slow one. But then again, they could just be looking to get one here, no matter how much time they take up, just to get the momentum back on their side. Tenike read that shot perfectly, gets his head on it. Mosley clears the danger for now, gives Wichita the chance to reset.
Wichita with about a minute left to kill in this penalty. Shape looks good. Veteran communication to get Laking in the right position from Kevin Tenike. Otherwise, Sack, Mosley, Tenike, good luck. I mean, that's a MASL-worthy penalty kill unit right there.
Absolutely, with the exception of Laking, who's
Laking,
been playing
who's
like
an
he's
absolute warrior.
Well, and
and
he's been
a
playing
defender
like
by
he's been
trade.
doing this. He's transitioned to the game so well in such a short time. an outdoor
There he takes the
player
block.
coming in on the open tryout, and impressing everybody.
The second block of the night for him. He hasn't had to block too many, but he has won a few challenges, been physical enough to push players away as target players, and he's been great in transition, getting up and down for Wichita. Penalty's over. Jared Robbins in. Wings back to full strength. Can they finish killing it off? And they do. Mosley gets it down. Wings coming out of the back now. And look, the referees missed. Wings had 6 men on the pitch, Zach, and I saw you caught that for about 15 seconds. It wasn't short.
Officials
but
missed it completely.
A little bit of gamesmanship from the Wings to make a substitution to bring 2 players off and 1 player on and kind of hide the fact that they were down.
Only 4 Luzio recognizes and gets on the pitch. So a little sloppy on the substitutions here in the death of the game. 5:23 left in the match.
Yeah, those are the errors that you expect from a new team that's carrying so many rookies. 3v1.
Perez finds Robbins.
Perez finds Robbins, and it needs to be a quick ball from Robbins across to the back post. Once Perez beats that first player, it's a 3v1. Unlucky from David Lucio. It looks like he wanted to steal that and get in. But, yeah, Perez picks Robbins, hoping to position Robbins to an opportunity to play the back post to Lucio. The ball was behind Jared. Brian says, hey, my bad. But, again, a little bit of fatigue, these substitution errors. These are the things that we hope to clean up as we move forward and do them quickly. And some of it, the only way to learn it is to do it.
Right.
What a step by Lucio. He's going to need to hold the ball, though. He's 1v2.
He's got an army of defenders on him, it seems like, but he still fights through. Gets caught by a turf monster there. Maybe a little bit of a push, but the foul is given.
Brought down a little bit before where he pulled the turf up in the corner. Fantastic play from David Lucio to just hold the ball long enough to get us out, get players, again, making substitutions, draw a foul in the corner. See if the Wings can stand on the ball, pull Austin out and possess it, kill a little bit of this clock.
Preston Move plays the ball off the wall.
A little erratic from Preston, a rookie mistake. He did really well to shield the ball and to bring it out of the corner. At that point, just put your foot on the ball, recycle it, hold it long enough for everything to develop, and rushes it just a bit. We'll see if, looks like Wings are going to get the ball back anyway. Brian Perez comes back and says, that's enough. We've been up and down. Let's use one of our timeouts right now and calm down. So timeout from the Wings with just under 4 minutes left, 3 minutes and 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For all intents and purposes, a 6-goal deficit seems pretty insurmountable right now, Zach, for the Austin Power. Wichita getting out of here without any injuries, keeping this result, and not taking any dumb cards in a game that's had some late stuff behind the play, saw a red card off the ball, and has had numerous penalty power play opportunities for
really
ill will in challenges. So
really everything that you would want out of this road debut for the returning Wichita Wings in their MASL2 debut. Real quick, we want to give thanks and our appreciation to the presenting sponsor of the Wichita Wings, Family Mitsubishi. From their lot to your driveway, Family Mitsubishi has the tools and friendly staff to help you find a vehicle quickly and easily. They have a strong and committed sales staff with many years of experience satisfying their customers' needs. You can visit Family Mitsubishi at 6601 East Kellogg in Wichita, or visit their website online at www.stevenmitsubishi.com. Thank you so much. Don't forget, we return to action, the Wichita Wings versus the Austin Power right here in Austin, Texas tomorrow. Hey, if you're in Wichita, you should just come down to the game tomorrow. The weather's beautiful here.
Yeah, it's 77 degrees here, so if you want to head down, we're just debating on staying for a couple extra days. We're looking for a training facility, and we may not see you until middle of next week.
I'm wearing shorts right now. It's that nice out. So, hey, maybe hop in the car, grab a Greyhound, see what flights out of Wichita to Austin run tomorrow. I can tell you if you have United miles, they're pretty cheap right now. So you can come hang out with us tomorrow, 3 o'clock kickoff. Stay tuned to Wichita Wings social media. We'll be tweeting out the link so you guys can watch that at home.
Sack caught up there and jammed a little bit by the ball from Parrott. Didn't have anywhere to go. First touch failed him, and fortunate to get a foul call there and get out of that with just over, 3 minutes now? 3 minutes and 19 seconds left.
Yeah, coming down to the wire in this one. Wings still a lead, 11-5.
Well, we'll see if we can't get a player of the game up here after the match or two. It'd be nice to hear from Brent Hobson, who scored the first goal for the rebirth of the Wichita Wings, also Wichita Wings captain. Find out what happened with him. Was it just a coaching decision? Hey, look, we got this under control. Let me rest. Is he injured? And then also, Zach, I mean, who's our player of the game right now?
I mean, for me right now, there's been so many great performances, but a hat trick on your debut in the indoor game.
Rookie with a hat trick and an assist right now. Yeah, it's a pretty special opportunity and moment for David Lucio. Great save coming through the wall there. Smashed off the restart, and Parrott with the reaction save parries it away, and the Wings are trying to get out of the back. Brian Perez with a nasty little mag at midfield. Everybody thought he was going to take off running, but now he will in a 3v2. Perez, Canales, and Moob. Perez rolls the ball, plays Wilmer Canales on the backside. Wilmer a little bit slow with the ball. Perez wanted it back or wanted him to shoot. Brian puts his hand in the air like, Wilmer, it was a 3v2. We picked you. You're open. It's time to shoot. Perez is out, but decent bit of footy there from Brian Perez in transition, and that's he's another guy that easily could be player of the game right now for Wichita.
Yeah, so
He's
many fantastic performances.
2 goals, 2 assists, been a leader all night. Kevin Tenike, 2 goals, 1 assist, 5 block shots. Alex Mosley, nothing on the stat sheet. Probably doesn't get selected for your player of the game, but has been constantly communicating, tracking runners, doing everything that he possibly could.
His contribution to the team is invaluable. There's
right.
No doubt about
Brent
it.
Hobson was on a game like that with 2 goals and an assist when he shut it down, but was so valuable as well. I mean, there's even a lot of these guys, but yeah, you're right. This is your indoor soccer debut. You're a rookie player that's never played any indoor, and you come out with a hat trick on the road and the rebirth of the Wichita Wings. A pretty special moment up to this point for David Lucio.
Goalkeeper up having a shot and unsuccessful.
Wings using that opportunity for the ball out of play to get a couple subs in and just hold the ball here and be content with trying to kill some time. Kevin Tenike deep in the quarter.
Yeah,
almost
no
down.
pressure. Might as well just stand there until.
Clock down just about to 1 minute now, and Parrott and Tenike just playing a little keep away. Now playing Mosley. Drop back to Tenike, and we've got a foul behind the play, which really, again, when we talk about ill will and what's your intent, it's 5-11 with a minute left. The goalkeeper's 10 yards away from goal. The ball's already gone. Why do we need to make contact and foul him there? Obviously a little frustrated late in the game. It's
Certainly.
your home opener. I get it. The game has been in favor of the Wings from the start, where the Wings come out in the first minute of the game and immediately get a goal and look like they were going to run away with it. And to be fair, Zach, we have 56 seconds left at 11-5. But, again, get out of here without injuries. We have to play these guys tomorrow. We don't need a fight in the tunnel. We don't need anything late. And at this point, any nasty challenges in a 6-goal game with a minute left, those are fighting words. And
Right.
we want to get out of here without those kind of moments.
Leo Catarina finds Matt Sherrod.
The referee's calling it very tight to try to avoid that late in this half.
Yeah. Mosley finds Jared Robbins. Matt Sherrod there as well. Gets tied up with the keeper. That's going to be Austin's ball. Just under 30 seconds remaining here. Power trying to work something in there. Parrott comes out of his box. Matt Sherrod does well to get in there. And again,
blocked from Matt
another
Sherrod.
block.
Parrott was on the ground scrambling, crawling to get across. Great job from Matt to get back in front and take the block and keep
Leo
the score line.
Catarina gets the ball poked away from him on that fast break. And And the foul is given in the corner. 4 seconds left.
4
in the
seconds
match.
left in the rebirth of the Wichita Wings franchise.
And if you are a longtime Wings fan, you've got to love this. A win on the re-debut.
On the road, the re-debut. Wings win 11-5. Fantastic performances all around. Looks like the guys are going to be pretty competitive this year. We encourage you to tune in tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Make sure you tune in. We'll continue to work with Austin here and improve the stream. Make sure that we're working with the MASL and them to broadcast. Again, thank you to the Austin Power for allowing a Wichita Wings biased broadcast to get on and
yes.
promote the Wichita Wings in our season opener as well. But
they've been great hosts for us here, and we're excited to come back tomorrow and do battle once again here at the Travis County Expo Center in Austin, Texas. Again, stay tuned to Wichita Wings social media. We will get you the link for the game tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that.
Yep. And if you're interested, we're going to try to, if you give us 5 minutes here, we're going to take a minute or two break, and then we're going to see if we can't get Wings captain Brent Hobson and player of the game David Lucio up here for a quick interview. Should just take a second or two. We'll do our best to get him up here. We're kind of up in the rafters, but we're going to signal some of the guys and see if they can come up and get involved.
Yeah, so we'll take a quick break. Stay tuned. We'll have a couple of interviews to wrap this thing up with you tonight. Again, thank you for tuning in on MASL TV here on YouTube. Final tonight from Austin, Texas, Wichita Wings 11, Austin Power FC 5. Give us just a couple minutes. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to the Travis County Expo Center in Austin, Texas. I'm Zach Light, joined by Blake Shoemaker. We got a couple players coming up here in just a few minutes, but final thoughts on the game tonight, Blake.
Yeah, what else do you want? I mean, hopefully we're going to talk to Brent here, who scored the first goal for the Wichita Wings in the rebirth. Also the captain, sat out since halftime. He's on his way up. Hopefully he's not injured, so the injury report looks good. David Lucio, Brian Perez, Kevin Tenike, you can name them. Fantastic performances. And look, Zach, let me get out of the way.
Yeah,
I'm just rambling. Let's bring somebody in that matters.
Send me one of these guys real quick. We're taking Brent first. Brent Hobson, ladies and gentlemen. Brent, you have scored the first goal in the rebirth of the Wichita Wings.
Yes.
How important is that, and how important it is to be back on the field for the Wichita Wings?
Oh, it's huge for all of us. It's huge for the city. We appreciate everything that this organization has given to the city in the past, and I think we're just excited about it. Probably not the most exciting first goal, but hey, I'll take it. It's kind of the indoor game. Get on the back post, tap it in.
Right, yeah,
so, yeah,
absolutely. So just thoughts on the match so far, performances. What was the mindset down on the field tonight with everybody? And what ended up being a pretty dominant performance, 11-5 final.
Rogers taught we got to stay disciplined defensively. Get behind the ball when we lose it. Work hard on defense, and that'll take care of itself. I thought we did that really well. We pressed and caused some turnovers. We have some guys, Lucio over here, standing on the ball, dangerous on the ball, which got us, I don't know how many blue cards they had, but I think we scored 4 or 5 power play goals, so it was nice.
Okay, last thing, didn't see you come in on that second half. Everything all good? You feeling good?
Yeah.
Save it for tomorrow?
Yeah, a little lingering injury, old man, but I talked with Roger at halftime, trying to be smart. After this, we got a couple weeks off, and we got a long home stretch, so want to be healthy, and the boys took care of business, so proud of them.
Thank you so much, Brent. It was great to see you back out there. We're going to have you turn the headset over to.
All right, here you go. Thanks, Zach.
We lost our video there for just a second. Hold on one sec.
Eso, power. Cintura, power, cintura. Hey. There you go. I see you, power. I see you, baby. Hey. Okay, power. Oh, my goodness.
Well, we think you can still hear us, so we'll give you a little bit of a graphic here as we talk to our choice for man of the match, David Lucio.
Appreciate
a
it.
hat trick tonight, man.
Yeah,
on your debut.
Yeah, it was a good time, and
how did it feel out there, man?
it was cool. It's a little different. I'm not used to, usually when I play indoor, I just sit out there the whole game, but it's a lot different. But I enjoyed it, and I was glad we could get Roger his first win and our team the first win of the season. So that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, man, you were fantastic out there tonight. A great performance. What was the mindset on the bench? What were you being told by the coaches out there?
I mean, you can always improve on stuff. I'm still trying to get in the flow and the rhythm, but Raj just kept telling us to be aggressive and don't be afraid to make mistakes. And when somebody uplifts you like that, you just go out there and you just do your thing. So it makes it a little easier.
What changes going into tomorrow?
Tomorrow we just got to come out and hopefully perform the same way and just stay sound defensively, and the offense kind of just takes care of itself with the free flow of the game.
Awesome. Congratulations on the great performance tonight, man. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
I appreciate it, and I just want to give a quick shout-out to my sister. She graduated from K-State today, and I had to miss her graduation, but she was cool with it. So shout out to her. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And thank you guys for tuning in. We will see you tomorrow, 3 o'clock, back here at the Tyler County Expo Center in Austin, Texas. For my color commentator, Blake Shoemaker, I am Zach Light. Good night, everybody.